Yes, I do seem to remember something about that. Oh, heavens, girl. Sit down, and let's chit-a-bat. Or chat a bit. Chat? Chat, yes. About your background and so on. Now, what do you have to sew for yourself?
Sew? I didn't think I would have to sew.
Say for yourself, I mean. Tell me, why did you want to become my intern?
Well, I grew up close by here, and I love animals, and I love this swamp, and I just wanted to...
But who told you about the field station and my work?
Gee, well, we're studying the environmental effects of the Netherglades, and you're, well, like a real radical dude!
Real?
I mean, a highly respected biologist. A local hero. Here's a letter from my science teacher. And here's my report card.
Of course. Now, Maria.
Roberta.
Of course, Roberta. Are you a member of any of those environmental organizations?
Yes, for sure. I'm totally into the environment. I belong to Earth Must Live, the Green Freedom Coalition. Animals are people too.
Well, yes, that's enough. Don't mention it.
But they told me that you were...
Now, as you know, our job is to count and catalog the animals. Officially, their welfare is no concern of ours.
It isn't? But I don't...
You see, our information is vital both to the government and to the private sector, for we can only accurately document the commercial development upon the flora and fauna of our region. This information is vital both to the government and to the private sector for the ongoing lawsuits which rage between the feds and the MBAs of Fluffida. But that's another story.
But what about the animals? I mean, what's an MBA anyway?
Oh, never mind. You're too young to understand these things. Now, our job is to provide an honest and accurate count. And I'm pleased to say that in our sector, the animals are present in record numbers, like never before.
But
In spite of the drainage, the clear-cutting, the dumping, oh, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Really? But it's kind of hard to believe. In my environmental impact class, my teacher told me...
Well, our figures prove it, dear. The animals are thriving on our refuse. Isn't that great?
Radical, dude. But
Oh, Jules, there you are, darling. Heavens, who's that?
Why, Gretchen, darling, where are your manners? This is my new research assistant, Roberta Gonzalez.
Ramirez.
Of course, Ramirez!
Charmed. At the very least.
Can you type?
Or do you just gawk at animals like Jules does? What does one do to get rid of these frightful mosquitoes? This place is so uncivilized. Why don't you go do something constructive, like go spray bugs?
I don't use aerosol.
Forget it. Jules, you'll never believe it. I've just come back from the park, Foreverland Utopian Park. And they're ready to do that expansion just as soon as it can be proved that the animals will not be harmed. We can prove that, can't we, sweetheart? Ever since my company was bought out by Muscle Development Corporation, there's been so much business. The boom's back, baby, and I'm gonna get that chain of Lenny's restaurants right along the Netherglades highway. I can smell success right now.
I smell a rat.
Rats, yes, rats. 7,538 at last count. Rats we've got.
Jules, this swamp is so awful. I'm going out of my mind. Assuming I still have mine. The smell is rank and it's muggy to boot. What's wrong with those who want to save it? I can't wait till it's a parking lot. Then we'll leave here, won't we, sweetheart? Ever since we came to Lost Spring, I've had to work to support your habit of counting animals. I'm through with bugs, snakes, piranhas, and leeches. I want to rest my head on gigantic bags of money. That's the kind of green I
Oh, I love my little figures. 43 alligators and 82 mongooses. But I refuse to count the leeches.
But greedy men came and made lots of money and made piles of money.
You're speaking of my business partners.
Those rats from Foreverland.
Yes, we've got rats we've got.
But my grandmother told me how things used to be when the water was clear, the trees still green. My grandmother told me the swamp was alive and people and animals roamed free.
There, we'll all get along fine. We'll all work together splendidly. Now, Roberta, you run along to your room. It's the second door on your left. We'll call you at dinner. Run along.
What possible good could come from her being here? She obviously doesn't know enough to assist you. And you heard that junk about her grandfather and how things used to be. she's liable to find a snail darter or a three-toed feral pig that will blow my whole plan for development of the Netherglades. She's going to have you wrapped around her finger, Jules, and you're not even going to see it coming. Are you ready for dinner, dear?
No, I've got to tally up these figures. It's the night count tonight.
All right. I'll call you later. My ring! My ring! Jules! My beautiful diamond ring! It's gone! I put it down on the hall table to apply some hand lotion. I turned my back, and it's gone!
Calm down, dear. I'm sure it'll turn up.
It's that girl! She did it! Get her in here immediately so I can confront her directly.
You don't really think that innocent girl would steal your ring now, do you, dear?
Yes, of course. It had to be her. I saw her eyeing it. I tell you, get her in here at once! Yes, Gretchen. So, you thought you could just come out here and steal from me, huh?
What? What are you talking about? I used a little of your shampoo. Gee, I'm sorry. Don't make a federal case out of it.
Shampoo? You stole my 3-carat diamond engagement ring, which Jules gave to me in 1968. I've had that ring for 22 years, and now you're nothing but a cheap rip-off artist, posing as a little do-goody environmentalist. I want you out in 5 minutes. Out right now. I'll not have a thief in my house.
Your house? This is a U.S. government field station. I was sent here by my high school, and I wouldn't touch your ugly old ring.
Enough insolence. Out, y'all. I'll call the state troopers.
But Gretchen, dear, it's the middle of the night. At least let her stay until morning.
No way. I want her out.
Yes, and I'm going. I wouldn't stay here after this.
Good riddance.
Oh, I hate these scenes. Oh, must you scream so? These scenes give me migraines. Oh, I'm getting a migraine now.
And Mommy will rub your neck. nice girl like her doing?
How can we trust her?
Friends, fellow creatures, slimy slosh bags of the swamps, lend me your ears. This is the person we've been waiting for.
Who made you master of ceremony?
Mind your manners, serpent.
What? Is somebody there? Hello?
Fellow creatures.
Oh, you guys think you know everything that's going on in this swamp. Who's back there? Come out! Come out or I'll scream! What's your problem? Were you speaking English? If that's your tongue, honey, we speak it.
I can't believe it.
It worked. It worked. Really that smart? I doubt it.
Will she know? Young woman, this will be a day you'll never forget.
Oh, cut the fat blubber buns. Let's get down to the real dirt.
You are destined to play a very significant part in your future, and the future of the whole Netherglades. You have just tasted the waters of the sacred Indian spring known as Long Lost.
We are the animals of the Netherglades, who in ancient times married the Indians, and important to them our special knowledge. By drinking this water, you too will receive the gift of understanding. Animal languages. This gift and this spring have been lost to humans for 100 years, until today. We are the animals of the Netherglades. Wow, I'm totally blown away. But why me? What could I do?
All in good time, Roberta.
You know my name? Of course we know your name. We know everything that's going on in the swamp. We know all about that professor and his phony counting thing, and how his wife's in cahoots with those muscle development goons, and that's why... What's your problem? Just tell her straight out.
No, we're going to decide this calmly and rationally. I think the snake is right.
So do I. No way. You always side with this maid.
Yeah.
Snake's
always right.
You can't just tell her right out.
Why not?
How do we know we can trust her?
She drank from the spring. Isn't that proof enough?
Yeah.
We can't decide this by ourselves.
Why not? We are the animals of the Netherglades.
I said we're going to decide this calmly and rationally.
I know. What about that?
Here's your idea.
Let's take her to the grotto of the alligator queen. Alligator? No way! I'm so scary. You can make me go. Alligator queen. What's the grotto? Wait, I don't want to know. straight from the spring. You're the only one who can tell our story. But I was thirsty.
Enough. We're going and you're going with us.
bottom-sucking fish. Without them, the slime would be dangerous. But what they have to swallow these days isn't fit for man or fish.
You mean the slime has changed?
Radically. Come now, darling. The DDT didn't help them. Made their eggshells thin and all. Anyway, after the drought. Oh, never mind. The alligator queen will tell you later. Anyway, the real big reason they don't nest here anymore is the actual disappearance of the mangrove.
Mangrove? That's the tree.
live here anymore because of the mangrove? What happened to the mangrove anyway?
They got cut down for farm and pasture land. Too bad the humans couldn't plan for them.
Oh man, my belly's getting sore. Can't we just tell her what's going on here? Forget this visit to the alligator queen. It's so far. She can't do nothing about it anyway. We're all doomed.
Quiet, serpent.
Tell me what? What are you talking about?
Be patient, Roberta. Oh, look, here's a rarity. 5 armadillos.
Let's get this straight right now. We can't live on the highway. We've got a suit of armor, but it won't stop a Hyundai. We wanna be flat. We wanna be armadillos. We may not be pretty, but you don't have to dance with us. Cool, man. I didn't know we had Cool, man. I didn't know we had armadillos in this swamp.
Not so many as you'd hope these days.
What happened to them?
You heard it. They're slow. They keep on getting squished by traffic.
Oh. What is that thing? Oh, don't be scared. It's only the swamp thing. Swamp thing. You make the slime cling. You make everything gushy. Swamp thing. Swamp thing. You make my tongue sting. You make everything yucky. Swamp thing. Swamp thing. You make my head bang. You make everything screeching. Swamp thing. Swamp thing. You make my claws sing. You make everything squeaking. Swamp thing. Swamp thing. Who's got that diamond ring? Who's got that diamond ring? What's with this ring thing? Who saw the ring thing? Oh my goodness! We're approaching the grotto of the alligator queen. Everyone quiet! Show the proper respect. Oh, come off it. She could have been shoe leather just like her brother-in-law. Man, they're doing it to salmon these days. Quiet, serpent! watchers to the underwater abode of your leader, me. But why do you bring a human?
She drank from the spring. She's the one we've been waiting for. Her name is Roberta.
I see. So then, tell me, what do you have to say for yourself?
Search me? I was supposed to work for Professor Niebusch, but I got fired, and I didn't do anything wrong. There's this big secret they keep on arguing about whether to tell me or not. Oh, this is all so confusing.
I shall attempt to enlighten you. Birds, mosquitoes, deer, and alligators all need water. Too bad the humans started building their culverts, levees, and dams. Oh, the flood control district. They damned us all and died for history's greatest Tide floods that once torn the shore, but now lie dry and lifeless. The mangrove swamp is shrinking. Cows roam the growing pastureland. Soon the condos will cover the cracked and frozen bed of once delicious
Brown brittle grasses hiss as we walk by, in search of food, in search of water, in search of another one of us.
The waters sank low in Lake Okidoki. So low that they had to pump runoff water from the farms back into our mother lake. But the farm water was all tainted with pesticides and overrich with nutrients like nitrogen and phosphorus. Those can kill a lake, even one as big as Lake Okidoki.
Gee, isn't there any hope?
Yes, Roberta, you are the hope.
Oh, look, I don't get this. Professor Niebusch says your counts are up. He says you're thriving on human refuse.
It's a lie.
Oh, come on. Sure, there's been some casualties along the way, but you are being saved, aren't you?
You're looking at all the animals in the Netherglades, kid. All the rest are in zoos or walking around tanned with fashion handles or 6 feet under, kid. We've been had by Muscle Development Corporation.
Fellow creatures, let us have order now. Young Roberta, we have waited for our human to drink from the spring so that we could tell him or her that the counts are being falsified, that the NDC, together with Foreverland Utopian Park, have hatched a scheme wherein each night hundreds of mock animals are shipped into the swamp for that idiotic biologist to count.
I don't believe it. How could they fool him with plastic animals?
That's polystyrene, honey. Didn't you ever see Jaws?
But how'd they know he was each night?
Russian ship Niebusch.
back.
But how can I prove to him that I didn't take the ring?
Ask the mice. We are nice. Ask the mice. We are nice.
Gee, fellows, we're having a discussion here.
Ask the mice. We are nice. Ask the mice. We are nice. We know about the ring thing.
What do you know about it?
We saw it, oh we saw it. We saw her stash the ring. She's wicked and she's clever, but we saw everything. There is another method to catch her is a mess, because she gets her way that Netherglades with us. Oh, Roberta, we hope you'll understand that if we don't do something, that Netherglades are safe. We know the mongoose has it too, Natvig on his side. At least he can't feel sadness or ever fear fun. We've got to tell Roberta, how can she comprehend? Since she is only human, she'll have to just transcend. Oh, Roberta, we hope you'll hear us out. They want to take the places that we can't live without. Oh, Roberta, we hope you'll understand that if we don't do something, that Netherglades are land.
What do you think of it, Roberta?
I think they're trying to tell us that Gretchen Stigneba stashed the ring in the mongoose. I know what to do now.
Sweetie! Wait, take this just in case.
Oh, what is it?
Water from the spring.
Roberta, what are you doing here? You know my wife will call the police. I must ask you to leave before
There's
this
something I've
trouble-
got to tell you. Please listen. It's about the Count. It's not what you think. You're not what you think.
What is this? Did you come here to tell me I'm not what I think? No, I don't. Look, I'm what they call an eminent biologist. I know, you think I've sold out the Netherglades, don't you? But it's the true data. I can't change that. Can I help it if my data is used by those lawyers to obtain building permits for more shopping centers?
It's not the data.
It is the true data. I can't change that. It's just the way it is. And then Gretchen will make $4 million on the Lenny's chain, and I can retire and study heffalumps. My dream, my every thought. Oh, heffalumps, I love your little bodies. Now, Roberta, what do you have to say for yourself? Miss Stick will be back in a jiff.
This may sound a little strange, but you see, when you threw me out, I wandered a long way until I fell asleep. When I awoke, I noticed water, a little pool. I took a drink, and now this is the strange part. It made me be able to understand the language of the animals.
Egads, girl, the long-lost spring.
Apparently.
It's been lost to humans for 100 years.
I know.
Oh, go on, go on.
Well, the animals wanted me to follow them. We went down into a kind of grotto. There was water dripping everywhere, and there was fungi in the shape of roses and ferns. The alligator queen sat on a high perch, and she wore a cape.
Oh, alligator with a cape. You must have been dreaming.
No, I was wide awake. I saw with my own eyes and heard it with my own ears. The alligator queen told me that every night, Muscle Development Corporation trucks in hundreds of polystyrene animals and sets them up in your test plots.
Oh! alligator with a K, polystyrene animals, you must be mad. You stole my waist ring. How can I believe you now? You've come back for more thievery, and you're trying to distract me with this stupid story about talking animals.
That's the mice. Mice are nice. We know about the ring thing.
What is this? What are these Mickeys? Oh no! Polystyrene Mickeys! I'm hallucinating!
Don't call us that. Professor Nevish, are you all right? Can you stand?
Yes, I believe the crisis has passed. But what is this?
These are real mice. Look, are you okay? About the ring. I didn't take it. Your wife stuffed it in the mongoose.
Now I've heard everything. You definitely need counseling.
No, it's true. Look, if the ring is in the mongoose and your wife knows it, will you believe me then?
No. I cannot believe that Gretchen would lie to me like that.
Just let me prove it to you.
Well, I guess if the ring is in the mongoose and she knows it, well, I guess that would prove it.
Okay, here's what we do.
Yoo-hoo! Jules? Jules? Where is he going off to?
Coming, Gretch.
Well, you're home early, aren't you, dear?
Jules, wait till you hear my new idea. You know your data? Well, I'm going to use it for advertising. It will make a lovely little ditty. Come to the long spring landings, where you'll save more than pennies. Dine out in the swamp as the animals romp. See 474 alligators and 932 water buffalo, etc., etc. It's brilliant, don't you think?
We don't have water buffalo.
What a darling. That doesn't matter, don't you see? It'll still be... You're not throwing out our dear little stuffed animals, are you?
Why, yes, I am. I've decided you're right about these stuffed specimens. Why, I found a flea on this one, and they're really no longer pertinent. Several of these species are already extinct.
But not the mongoose, Jules. You know that's always been my favorite.
Oh, Rudge. You've complained about these since the day we came here. And what's so special about the mongoose?
I like it. Please don't.
You knew the ring was in the mongoose because you put it there. Don't lie to me, Gretchen. How could you frame that innocent girl? And I hoped you'd throw her out in the night. Why, Gretchen? Why?
I brought you along on this dream. All we needed was the right data, Jules. And you supplied it to my darling. Don't throw it away, Jules. Please don't.
Throw it all away. I know everything, Gretch. I know about the counts and the polystyrene animals. How could you let them make such a fool of me? The counts and the surveys, they're all wrong. My work for the past 12 years, my life is a dreadful joke. I'll never get the real count now.
You'll never get the real count now.
There's nothing out there.
Wrong again, Professor Nevish. There are animals out there, but they've been choking, not thriving on our refuse. Do you realize what all that draining for the levees and clearing of the trees have done to them?
Oh, no, we'll never get to pet a heffalump.
Did we bring a heffalump or what? Professor Nebush, I present to you the real animals of the Netherglades.
Sick?
What happened to them?
How much what's wrong with their paws? They're split.
Is this it? Everyone? All?
Look at it this way, Professor Nebush. You can finally get an accurate count. Maybe something good can still come from this.
Yes, Jules. There's always a silver lining. All is forgiven.
All is forgiven? Bug off, Miss Stiff. Just give me a break.
Yeah. Yes, the count, the real count. Oh, frabjous joy. With this data, we'll be able to tie up the issue of development in the Netherglades in the courts for decades.
That's wonderful. I want to help you.
Jules, these animals are really cute.
Oh, integrity. I revel in you as never before. I've never felt so close to my field of endeavor.
Darling, you're brilliant.
Oh, can't you see I'm busy?
Roberta, won't you stay for supper?
I'd rather starve. You're a liar and a cheat. You don't care anything about future generations. You even sold your own husband down the river and made a complete fool out of him. People like you have got to be stopped.
Okay. I'll admit it. Maybe, just maybe, I'm a little bit short of being Mother Teresa. But don't forget what really happened here. I'm a mere cog in the wheel of destiny. Had I not faked the theft of my ring and blamed it on you, dear angel of a girl, you'd have never found the spring or discovered the sordid truth of what's really going on in the Netherglades today. These animals would be homeless, and these hallowed glades would be condos and 24-hour fitness centers by the year 2000.
So that was the plan?
No matter now. Don't you see? I'm the one who saved the swamp. It's my new career. We're all environmentalists now, Jules. Why, Gretchen, darling, this is a side of you I have never seen. Maybe after the smoke is cleared from this incident, we can plan a rescue mission on the shore of Lake Okie Dokie. Lord knows, there's tons to be done, Julie.
I can't stand this.
Me either.
This is real bad.
She can't win. This is such a dumb ending. It's totally unbelievable. I don't like it. But you guys, there's an audience out there.
It's not real.
Yeah, this is a play. But it still matters what we say, even if it isn't real life. It matters a lot more what we do.
Maybe we'd be better off planting trees in Northern California.
Yeah, sure. Planting trees is a great idea, but no matter where you are, there's things you can do every day to make a difference. Yeah, like turning the water off while you're brushing your teeth. They already know that.
Let's remind them anyway.
We kids of today will be the parents of tomorrow. The workers, the planners, the teachers, the people of the future. That's why we have to speak out. Yeah, we want a green future. We want a future. For your consideration and in the spirit of cooperation, we present to you this list of things we can all do to help save the planet.
Recycle glass. The energy saved from recycling one glass bottle will light a 100-watt bulb for 4 hours.
Make toxic-free art. Use beeswax, crayons, and water-based paint markers and glue. Whenever you're out in nature, pick up any trash that you see. Practice water-saving techniques at home all the time.
Search for undetected water leaks in your home.
Don't get bugged. How about insects caught on the sidewalk instead of squishing them?
Recycle. If everyone in the U.S. recycled their Sunday newspapers, we'd save 500,000 trees a week. Use rechargeable batteries. Old batteries leak toxic substances into our landfills.
Build a birdhouse. There often aren't enough trees in a city.
If it's not far, don't take the car. Plant a garden. Plants, animals, and people need each other to survive.
Start a recycling program in your school.
Don't let a sea turtle die because it mistook your birthday balloon for a jellyfish. Hold on to your helium balloons. They travel far and wide.
Don't leave your plastic bags at the beach. Sea mammals will mistake them for jellyfish and eat them and die.
Adopt a stream near your house and pick up any trash that you find there.
Don't pour harmful liquids onto the ground. It pollutes our precious underground water.
Big green by a real living Christmas tree.
My goodness, the phone. I'll get it. Everyone, Jules, something's come up. A new development in West Front Beach. Oh my God, Richie. It's a great opportunity, Jules. Marshfront Mini Estates. I'll call you from my hotel. Bye-bye. Well, this was a peak experience. Bye. Oh, Richie, you said you'd be my helpful.
Give him the water, kid. Professor Nebush! Professor Nebush! Here, drink this. Are you all better now? Can you talk? Can you stand?
Oh, Roberta, I was such a fool. You were right about Gretchen.
Oh, just forget it, Professor Nebush.
Call me Jules.
Jules, you have received the gift. You'll never be a fool now. In fact, you'll be a far better biologist because you can now know what the animals are trying to tell us. We are all a part of the great ecosystem, and if one were to destroy it, we would destroy ourselves.
But you're supposed to be the student and I the professor.
Professor Nebush, Jules, I learned a lot from you. I learned that it's okay to be wary of those who always say everything's all right. I know you're still a good person, and that your work is very important. So let's just carry on. Maestro?
Our welfare depends on the healthy web of life around us. We want a green future. Our planet is not a dead rock with slime all over it, but a living being, a breathing body with molten core, run by elemental substances, seething in their currents, cooling always more as they make their way to the surface. Our welfare depends on the healthy web of life around us. We want a green future. Our planet is not a dead rock with slime all over it, but a living being. Volcanoes and mountains on gigantic plates form the contours of the continents. And when contours cut deep, an ocean forms the basin of life-giving water. Our welfare depends on the healthy web of life around us. We want a green future. Our planet is not a dead rock with slime all over it, but a living being. All earthly things fade and wither in time, break down and decay, become new soil. Revitalized soil supports the life that grows on the verdant side.
future.